All right, we are on this cute little tripod here. We'll see how this goes. So we are holding in the middle of Sif Chav Vav, right? That the Geus makes people stay away from Nafesh Yisrael, from getting closer to Tzadikei Emes. So Mimele, if people are not close to Tzaddik Emes, the Moichin don't shine. And when the Moichin don't shine, that means that there's no connection between. Right. There's no connection between the Malchus and the Moichin, between Kudsha B'Chu Shchintei. And that causes the Malchus of Israel to fall down to the Rishon. Shemirachim, they control us. All this is the result of the machlokas on the tzaddikim. And it says like this: this is the essence, the principle of the government principle of the Indian, that Sarah is being taken to the house of Parah. It's the same thing happened when Esther was taken to the house of Chasveros. Esther and Pchina Achas, both Sarah and Esther are the same aspect. It is said about Sarah, her name is Yisco, if you remember. Yes. It says, what is Yisco? Shesacha beruach hakodesh. And by Esther, it says, Vatilbesh Esther Malchus. So the Megillah says, Mikan shenislabsha beruach hakodesh. That she cloaks herself with Ruach HaKodesh. She's wearing Ruach HaKodesh because they're the Pnimis Malchus. And it says, "V'lama zochta Esther l'127 medinas." Why does Esther was zochta to be the queen of 127 countries? Ki Sarah v'Esther and Pnimis Malchus the Kedusha. Sarah and Esther both, and of course Sarah lived 127 years. They're one and the same thing. Both Sarah and Esther, they are Malchus the Kedusha. They are the manifestation of Malchus the Kedusha. The Bechlal, this is during the time of the Avos, it was that the Avos and the Emos is that the Avos HaKadoshim were the manifestation of Kudsha B'Chu, and the Emos were the manifestation of the Shekhinah. So at the time of Avraham Avinu, the Zeir Anpin was called Avram, and the Shekhinah was called Sarah. And at the time of Yitzchak, the Kudsha B'Chu, the Zeir was called Yitzchak. And the Shekhinah was called Rivka. And at the time of Yaakov Avinu, that was the completion of the persona of the Partzuf. And the Malchus has split into two. And it was Pchinas Rochel and Pchinas Leah.
Upper and lower, right?
Yeah, this is that's why by Tikkun Chatzois, first of all we're making, Tikkun Rochel, Tikkun Leah. The ultimate Tikkun is Taka Tikkun Leah. That's where the Malchus, the part of the Malchus is.
Is the Malchus the Shekhinah?
Yeah. The Shekhinah is the presence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world, the revelation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world. There is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Keviyochol, quote unquote, himself, is totally beyond the Bria. It's in beyond Ein Sof. It's totally abstract. There's no shayches between the two. I mean, there's no shayches between HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world, the very same way that you can't put your hand inside your head and touch a thought. There's no negia.
That's why when Rivka went into the Ohel with Yitzhak, like something came back, a light or something came back to the when they got married, right? And at the end of the parsha, it said that when Rivka came into the Ohel, he was consoled, right? So like the Shekhinah returned.
Okay, so what the thing is that when you have a keli in this world, which is the malchut, this is a keli mesugo, is auspicious for the Shekhinah to rest on it. And when the Shekhinah rests on goes into the malchut and rests in it, then the authority and the kingship of HaKadosh Baruch Hu manifests itself in this world.
Could be in everybody's
So
malchut, right?
Hmm?
Everybody's personal malchut.
Everybody is Malchus. Everybody represents Malchus in itself. This is what the whole in is tikkun of Malchus. The whole in is the tikkun of the receptacle. When the Kodesh Baruch Hu shines inside the Malchut, resides in the Malchut, when there is a yichud between Kodesh Baruch Hu and Likutei, this is called Gilui Shechina. This is called the revelation of the Shechina. So that's why when you have Beis Hamikdash is the Keli, is the Malchus. So Kodesh Baruch Hu shines in it. Means the Shechina is they say the Shechina never moved from the Kosel, never moved from. It's a vessel that is permeate all the time. There can be, Golos Shechina means that the Zer Anpin and the Malchus separate. When the Kodesh Baruch Hu disappears, the Shechina can find it because of all kinds of problems with the Shechina, Kitrugim, whatever it is. So the light of the Zer Anpin of Kodesh Baruch Hu, Kivyochel retreats up into the Yesod, doesn't shine to the Malchus. Then the Malchut becomes vulnerable to Klipot, to Kitrugim, to all kinds of... Because as long as the light of Hashem is in the Malchut, nobody can come close. The minute the light goes out, then it becomes vulnerable.
This is when Zer Anpin mitnatek from?
Yeah, from the Malchut.
ואיך זה מתנתק?
בעוונות, מה זה מתנתק? זה מתנתק.
זה פירוד.
From good things it is not מתנתק.
זה פירוד.
זה פירוד. Every husband and wife, when there's kilkul b'shlom bayit, there's a... And you can see that as long as a woman is married, even if the marriage is not al piro, I'm talking about the big majority, even if the marriage is not whatever it is, she has a stature. The minute that you can see that Hashem Yerachem La'olam, you can see that the minute that she gets divorced,
She's not worth a gosh.
she becomes like open prey. She becomes like a free for all. She's game. Hashem Yerachem, because this is the Malchut. It becomes vulnerable when it separates from now.
So
While we are already on that particular subject, the Yichud Kodesh Baruch Hu Shechintei has two levels. Okay, there is what they call the Yichud HaChitzon, is called the external Yichud, and there's Yichud HaPnimi, and there's the internal Yichud. The Yichud HaChitzon is Yitodir, is constant. The Yichud HaPnimi, which is obviously more intimate and closer, is intermittent. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. They're both the embodiment of when we are Miyachad Hashem, Hashem in Kriyat Shema, we say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. This is Yichud HaPnimi. Baruch Shem Kol Malchusai is the Yichud HaChitzon. Now, there are tzaddikim that come from Yichud HaPnimi. Rabbi also says that, and there are tzaddikim come from Yichud HaChitzon. What's Pshat Yichud Pnimi Yichud Chitzon? A husband and wife are married. Okay, they are a unit. They are a unit constantly. This is Yichud Tadir. This is Yichud HaChitzon. They're constantly about parnas, about this, about that, whatever it is. They run a house together. They're totally. there is a higher bchina of yichud of a husband and wife, which is intermittent, which is much more intimate. This is just between the two of them. It happens, like as many times a month that it happens between a husband and a wife. This is called yichud apnimi, and it is the yichud apnimi that gives the koyach the yichud achitzon. That feeds the yichud achitzon. The Muna of Klal Yisrael, they're not that close to Kodesh Baruch Hu at any given moment. They have better times, they have worse times, whatever it is that is that they're going through. But Am Yisrael Kichlal, they have a Muna in Kodesh Baruch Hu. They believe in Hashem. Sometimes they some of them wear talesim with silver and some of them, you can put the brick there. Some of them have. Just do me a favor, if you want to smoke a cigarette, sit a little bit more outside. The smoke a little bit, a little bit. Not totally. Okay. So, some of them have silver, Torahs, and they wear this Weissazok and whatever it is. Some of them are wearing kippah suga. Some of them are not wearing kippah b'chlal. But they all have emunah in the Kodesh Baruch Hu. It's a basic emunah. They believe there's Hashem, there's them, Baruch Hashem, Hashem Yazor. But they're not too involved in. This is a constant yichud. There is not 1 minute that they don't believe. And the chinami, they don't. No, you can leave it. You can leave it open. It's good. Yeah, so there's air. It's going to slam. Thank you. There is the yichud is chitzon. The yichud is tadir. It's constant, mainly because they don't grapple with it too much. They don't put it to the test too much. It's a basic, there's this, and there's life, and it's so there's no much, it really take a tremendous trauma, whatever it is, for them to question, basically that's the way it is. This yichud, I told you, this is the fact that we are the wife of a Kodesh Baruch Hu. And we're living together, every time kuchi muchi, every time, lovey-dovey, he's a bum, she doesn't cook good, it is what it is. This yichud gives the koyach for the world to exist. If chas v'chalila this would not stop even for a nanosecond, the world would finish on the spot. That is the antenna that receives the chayas from the Kodesh Baruch Hu, mimos olam. That's the reason why the world cannot exist without Jews. Because the Jews, even the simple ones, those that are so far from Kodesh Baruch Hu, they're as far as they're far from a Kodesh. This is Yichud HaChitzon, which is Tadir, which gives chayas to the entire world.
Then there's Hagim also.
What?
Then there's Hagim.
No. Then you have, and they have tzaddikim. Those people of the Yichud HaChitzon, they have tzaddikim that stem from the Yichud HaChitzon that Nosson explains. And these tzaddikim, usually their Torah is, votes. Like at Vater. There's a little Vater here, Vater there. Let me tell a nice vote down here and here. So you can see the
outer,
yeah, this is
but it's necessary what you're saying. It's
Bevadai. It's that's what we do. It's like I remember when I lived in America and I asked the guy if he has a shir in Chassidish Sfarim. So he said, you look into Chassidish Sfarim. You look into it every once in a while. So you see all the rabbis of almost all the Chassidus. So you see what the Torah is. It's different Torah kaela v'acherim. They show one aspect, and this is yichud. It brings, and with this Torah that they bring, they put, nekudas of kedusha into Am Yisrael. From the Noam Elimelech and it told us Yaakov Yosef. I'm not talking about. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking down to any of these about any of these. Chas v'chalila. No. What I'm saying is, he's called Yichud Chitza. He soon he's going to get to Yichud Apnim. He's going to talk about us. Wait. I know it's coming, right? You know it's coming.
What are you cooking in your head?
What?
What are you looking at me for?
You mean? You know it's coming. There's not about the good guys. They're going to talk about us.
Preheating the oven.
Preheating the oven.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're talking about the second
I'm
class
trying to
citizen.
get what his connection.
We're talking about this. Now he's talking about the second class citizen. Wait. Now he's going to talk about us, man.
I'm such an anav. I can't believe it. I guess I have more anav than all you guys.
That's right.
I wasn't even thinking that.
I know. Anyhow, so I'm sorry that I'm choshev b'kshem. It says that, that kol ha'choshev, ashrei mi shechoshedim bo ve'en bo.
There we go.
There you go. So ashrecha. Baruch Hashem. So the tzaddikim that are, and they're tzaddikim, bevadai, and tzaddikim gdoilim, they're from the Yichud HaChitzon, they say divrei Torah, and with divrei Torah is they feed the emunah, the constant emunah of Am Yisrael. They don't get too mixed up with too many kashas about life and about this, about that. It's divrei Torah. This is kichlal v'zeu, and it's necessary because it's like, as we say, it's like domestic life. It's you say, can you have domestic life without? You can have yichud apnimi without yichud achitzon. You can't have that. It has to be without yichud achitzon. Is the thing that's the base upon everything is built. Then Reb Nosson explains there's tzaddikim that comes from yichud apnimi. The Torah of the tzaddikim that comes from yichud apnimi is different. I mean, you can tell it's different Torah because the Torah is filled with eitzes. It's filled with advice. How to do, what to do when you find yourself in this situation, in that situation, because this deals the Yichud HaPnimi is when you are involved intimately with the Kodesh Baruch Hu, which means that you involve the Kodesh Baruch Hu with every aspect of your life. Over there, problems arise because life is as life does. There's all kinds of of all kinds of balaganim and all kinds of that raise up. And so the emunah sometimes is stronger, sometimes is weaker, sometimes goes away, sometimes comes back. It's a struggle, it's a fight. So the Torah of the tzaddikim that comes from Yichud HaPnimi is filled with advice how to handle, if your enemy, because the enemy he doesn't bother, the Klal Yisrael. Basically, what you can do with it. You stop the emunah. Sometimes you manage, but even when they're Mechal Shabbos. If you scratch them a little bit more, you find out what the emunah is. I have a friend who's a physicist, and he's a physicist, and this and that, and he tells me that he only accepts things that logical, they understand, blah 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 blah, v'chulu 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 v'chulu. There was when and he has many friends, and he's Baruch Hashem, he's well to do, and he's like the science advisor to high tech companies all over the world, and he and his wife and Baruch Hashem, they have a wonderful marriage, and they learned. They had a course of driving yachts, going to Greece, and he got a special certificate, a captain's certificate, but when there was a shtickle problem, with his heart, they didn't know the one who called is me. We haven't spoken for, I don't know, when there's a fear, comes over. That it immediately calls me up. It says, this is what I'm in hospital or whatever it is. So you scratch a yid and you find the emunah in him. So they have to be fed. They're fed by this divrei Torah of the tzaddik Yichud HaChitzon. The people that are involved with avodas Hashem b'Yichud HaPnimi, the intimate relationship with the Kodesh Baruch Hu, the Yetzer Hara starts with them. It says that the Yetzer Hara says he leaves Umas Ha'olam and he focuses on Am Yisrael, and he leaves Am Yisrael and focuses on Talmidei Chachamim. I mean, that's what the Gemara says.
There's still no Chachamim when it comes to Talmidei Rabbeinu.
You know, so if you, it's like Al Capone used to say, anybody you mess with me, I mess with him. I says, you mess with the Yetzer Hara, he messes with you. I mean, you start with him, you don't touch him, and say, he has it in his pocket, doesn't care. You mess with him, he mess with you.
The Yetzer Hara?
Yeah.
If you come to learn Torah, if you come to...
You can't. You don't have to like openly say, I'm going to do this to you. Like,
No. Listen. We said that the Yetzer Hara is smarter than the entire world put together. You don't start with him.
He's older than everybody.
You don't start with him.
Kedushim, there's a story also.
Yes, you don't start with him. But you don't start with him. You just do your avoid. But to start saying the gira be'eino, the chas v'chalila, don't.
Let's say this is a big question. When it's saying gira be'eino the sitna, is it talking about the Baal Davar Ba'atzmo, or could someone say that to his own medame play around? Because Rabbeinu says today it's medame. Today it's your imagination.
Right.
Could you play around? Can you play these games with your imagination, or is it just the Baal Davar
Same
Ba'atzmo?
thing.
But it's just in your head, and then there's the
What do you think
Samech Mem.
Now we're so
What
small
do
that
you
our head
think
screws us up.
What do you think he is? He's in your head.
He
This
uses your
is
head.
what the Ramchal says, that the Chet Tzadas, before Chet Tzadas, the Yetzer Hara, the Samech Mem was outside. The Nachas was outside. But after Chet Tzadas, what he did, he internalized it. Now the Samech Mem is inside. That fight that you have in your head is between you and the Samech Mem. It's inside your head. The enemy within.
It's just a different name, right? It's the same.
Sometimes the only tachabula is to go wash biwash.
Rabbeinu says, just
Don't be a tough guy.
Don't be a tough
You do your avodah. Don't deal with them. Don't do that.
Tefillah.
You do your Torah and Tefillah. Your medabek and the tzaddik. And bigger than anything else, to his great strength, Rabbeinu's great strength. That's the real thing that we are saying. Rabbeinu can start. This was a tefillah shel Bar Koyach. That the tzaddik, the Prince Bar Koyach, he has a tefillah of Pinchas, and he Chavana lets the Baal Dover swallow the tefillah, and then he gets stuck in his throat, and then he has to throw up all the kedushas that it swallowed. But that's for them. That's not for us. The tefillah is about koyach. It's not for us.
How do you know you're going against yourself? You're not going against
No,
Kilo.
all the Beirurim, all these Beirurim.
You're like on his side. You find yourself on
You
his
come,
side.
you learn, you
like,
mechaber yourself, you
who am I
connect
fighting
yourself.
against?
You connect yourself to somebody that you believe in his derech, that strikes you as one of the Talmidei Rabbeinu that strikes you as emistic. Yeah, and you want to be like him. You want to go, and from him you come up with all your bilbulim. You come up with all this, maybe this, maybe that, whatever it is, and he sets it straight another time, hundreds of times, and each time you don't find it. You just sway with the punches. I remember, I used to come to Psichabalim for years, my Rav, and I would tell him all these theories that I had. Forget about it. I had these incredible stories that you're not going to believe. I had this and that and
Lights.
forget about it. So I had this whole chiddush. Yatzitzu kol polei avin yishalem de'ad. That all the doers of evil, sprout. So to be annihilated forever. So I give him Moshe. You see, these shavers that have two blades. So what does it have two blades? So the first blade pulls the hair out, so the second blade can come and cut it right to the short. Yeah, to cut it goes.
Very good.
I told him the Bluzer Koenig he used to learn in Koil Blessed him never. I told it to him. He blew his stack. He said he couldn't take. I used to drive him crazy. He said when I told him this kind of thing, he says, Ishbar lo yada ksil avinazos. An ignorant man wouldn't know, and ksil wouldn't have. He says anybody who doesn't send this pasuk is a ksil. You're stupid, you fool. I drive him nuts. Reb Simcha used to take it as much as he could, and then when he couldn't take it anymore, he blew up at me. But the truth, he goes, stop, no, okay, no, why, no, but why, no, okay. But but the thing is, that Baruch Hashem, I had enough seichel to say, no, okay, now I know, I'm saying this, no. And then another one.
It's not the shaver.
No, that's not the same. Another one. And then there's another one. And then there's another.
Start tomorrow again.
Until today I do it. I call almost every day, and I say maybe like this, and he tells me this yes, this no, this good, this not good. Kacha, no? No, that's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. This is Biur Medama. That's Pshat Biur Medama. Madama is not you struggling, going, adult with it. So it's not. This is not it. The only thing about the Madama is a rov, is a mentor, is somebody that you trust that he is a ish emes, and even if he himself is not, who knows what but he's mevutel to emes. He's mevutel to.
Well, it helps with
what?
Bir Medama, right?
Everything, Torah,
Everything
tefillah,
you do is everything you do. Everything. It's tzaddik emes. He is Bir Madama is the main. That's what the tzaddik emes does. So you see here that Esther and Sarah Esther, the Pchinas Machos de Kedusha, the Sitra Acha is Gabra, the Sitra Acha, took over, has risen. ורצו להפריד סורו, Pchinas Malchus de Kedusha מאברהם. It wanted to separate Sorrow, this Malchus de Kedusha, to separate her from Avram. שהוא Pchinas Moichin HaKdoshim. Avram is the Heilige Moichin. ולקחו לבית פרעה ראשון, take it to the power, the house of פרעה ראשון. אבל השם לא יעזבנה ביודו, but השם will not forsake the שכינה, חס וחלילה, אדרבה. על ידי זה דווקא הכניע אותה מאוד, דווקא by being taken captive over there, she defeated him, to a great extent, מבחינת עץ אשר שול האודום באודום לרע לו. That's the time when a man controlled another man, but it was to his detriment. It's something that caused him damage at the end. Because she took out of power great ashiras from Avram. This is the holy sparks, this whole Indian, this whole rivalry between Israel and Mitzrayim is all about the extractions of the Nitzatzot de Kedusha, of the holy sparks of the Kedusha that were deposited there by the 100 and some odd years that Adam Arishon was separated from Chava after the Chet Tzadas. He separated. He meant, he just wanted to do penance. He felt like so crushed. He separated from her. And he stood himself in the freezing river all day long, for tshuva, but it was tshuva without kalim. So at night, the sitracha came and
Wow.
And tasked him until he spilled his seed for 100 years. So all those nitzatzos, they fell to pchinas mitzulot, pchinas of a depth, which is pchinas Mitzrayim. Aso Mitzulus Mitzrayim. In Am Yisrael, their job is to go down to Mitzrayim. You go down to Mitzrayim to bring up in the Kedusha everything that you own, every object in the world gets its chayas. The everything has to live. In other words, to exist is an aspect or is a manifestation of chayas. It exists as a cup. The thing that source of life energy of every single object is the nitzos the kedusha that reside in it. When the nitzos the kedusha, now when a person uses every single object around in his life, bekedusha, what he does is he gives tikkun to the nitzos that fell that anogea from his shorish. Rabbeinu said that sometimes you own an object, and then you sell it or you lose it, and it goes to somebody else, and then it returns to you back again. He says why? He says because first of all, you're misaken the nitzotzes that had to do, the spark had to do with your shonosh neshama, with your neshama. Then you finished those that you could rectify up to that point, but there are neshamas, there are nitzotzes that belong to other people, so it goes into their domain. And when they finish extricating their nitzotzes from there, it returns to you, because there are more nitzotzes, but you weren't in a position yet to rectify them, and the nitzotzes of the other person had to rectify before you can rectify these. So this and what happens when you extricate all the nitzotzes from the object? It disappears, cracks, breaks.
Is that why I total my cars all the time?
Yes, you're such a ish kodesh that you take all the nitzotzes from there.
2 months, the tikkun's finished, It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I told you, man.
So Sarah, excuse me. So Sarah, מחמת קדושתה, אז אפילו שהיא מלכות, כאילו, she took, and not...
She took because the ashirut always goes to the malchut.
Even though if the malchut is...
It doesn't matter. She goes into Paro.
You just said if the malchut's not this, then you can be...
So that's what it is. Avram Avinu came over there, so they had to do with, Achiu and this and this and that. And the whole inyan is that the shefa always, the Rebbe says that the money is from the ora nefesh of the woman.
I thought I was making a joke of it, I guess.
No. He says it's oh nafsha. That's why he says that somebody steals money from somebody. It's like it's taking his, it's taking sons. Taking somebody can take the wife also. So it's the money has to do with the malchut. The shirut belongs to the malchut. That's why Rachel and Leah when they came to Yaakov Avinu to the Sada, Rabbeinu says. Kol hamamon asher, that Hashem saved from our father, lanu levanenu. V'ata kol asher amar lecha aseh. So Rabbeinu says that all the ashirs and all the money, this is for women and children. He says this, but for Yaakov, someone like Avinu is a tzaddik. For you, the money is a sogas elokut, tvunas haTorah la'oimko. Understanding Torah deeply. This is where the money comes in. They say that the Shach, that was a tremendous Baal Mechadesh, in Halacha, he when he wrote his Chedushim, he had a bag with gold coins on his table. Ashirus for Tvunas haTorah la'oimko. He had it on the table and wrote Chedushim.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's what they said that
A stack of
when
hundreds.
כן, סטפה של איזה שטרות, משהו.
Monopoly money count?
What?
Monopoly.
If you want to do Monopoly Torah, Monopoly money.
So that's why the woman takes the credit card all the time.
That's right.
It's like that's our...
Yes.
Go learn.
So Dafka, so Sarah, she took out the Ashiras to great Ashiras to Avram. Shru b'chinas nitzos HaKadoshim. V'yichniya v'et pila Paro me'oid, and she defeated Paro a great deal. That already weakened the cancer, so Am Yisrael and this afterwards can really break him down. And actually explicate Am Yisrael from there. Esther came to the world. It wasn't just a nice visit of a Rabbi Avinu coming to visit Paro. It was the Sitracha, was ruling the world. And 127 Medinot. Achashverosh was king of all 127 countries, which is all the aspects of the Malchus. Which is the years
you're talking about right now?
Esther.
Oh, so you said Bikur shel Avraham.
Avraham, in the time of Paro, Avram came out of his own volition, came to visit Paro,
So that has to do with 127 Shanim.
So this is 127 years of sorrow. But the time of Esther, it was a whole different kind of ball game. Then Achashverosh was the king of 127 Medinas, which means he controlled all aspects of.
But Avraham and Sarah already made a crack in the wall.
They already weakened the Bifrat Shegava Klipas Hamon Amalek. That was when Klipa of Hamon Amalek, was that Shekol Mikola Oev the Kachovim Mikola Sitracha VaKlipas. The Hamon consists of all the Klipas, all the Sitracha, everything. אבל כן היה הכרח, definitely a must, שתילוקח אסתר לבית המלך לגמרי ולא תחזור מיד. That Sarah had to be returned, but Esther did not. It was a must that she would be taken there, and she doesn't come out immediately. כי כל מה שהקליפה כושר וחזוקה ביועסר, because the stronger the klipa, the stronger סיטאחה, בהכרח שתרד הקדושה הגבוה לשם יועסר ויועסר. It is a must that the high kedusha will go there deeper and deeper, and will be in deeper golos, until it will strengthen with its tremendous strength. Dafka by being swallowed so deeply in, and it will break the sitriacha, and will cause the demise of the Sidra Achat Moshe Pila Esther is someone Rosh Imach Shemo V'Siyosi. The same way that Esther is the one that demolished Haman Rosh and all his cronies. Dafka because she was taken into Beis Achashverosh. Shekol Zeu B'chinas Es Asher Sholot Odom Ba'odom L'Raloi.
Is that like when Shabbalat?
Yes, the Tefillah B'chinas Koach. Exactly that. Simach Chavzayim, v'zeh b'chinas kriyas Megillah. This is the reading of the Megillah. She mitzvah gdoila v'rabba me'oid. It's a tremendous mitzvah. Aruch Hazam vatim tor me'torah shmo mikra Megillah. You even stop learning Torah to hear kriyas Megillah. The Kohanim ba'avodosom and the Kohanim would stop the service of Hashem. The Levim b'duchonom and the Levim would stop singing. Amodim so everybody. Akol mevatim. Everything is cancelled out. Or when you smoke Mikra Megillah, you stop and you come to hear Mikra Megillah. As it is said in the words of Rabbeinu Zal, Shedibur ha'emes shel ha'tzadik ha'emes, that a dibur emes of the tzadik emes, it's a kernel, it's a gargir, it's a kernel of such pure light. Ubchinas pono v'sichlo v'nishmosei. It's the face and the mind and the neshama of the tzaddik. That's why Rabbeinu says it is so important not to read bad books that were written by people that are apikosim.
It's their face, their sechel, and their soul.
That's right. And when you read it, whenever it is that you read, I don't know if you ever notice when you read a book, you become immersed in it. It's like you don't exist. You're living in there. What happens is a yichud between you and the neshama of the author. It's chilat yishuv. It's mamash. You're being intimate with him. It's mamash a yichud. Of moiches. Your neshama and his neshama are becoming one. It's mamash a conjugation. Yes. And he is putting into your mind whatever it is, like the Nachos put into Chava. He puts his filth. He puts he puts a spawn of the devil, the seed of the Andromeda strain, as they say. It's like
it's all connection. The singing.
But when you read, that's when they told they told Reb Nosson somebody that he would fell into there. So Reb Nosson says, okay, we will come. When they told him he's reading Simcha Chesed, Reb Nosson says, okay, that's Kol Bayeshimon. This is, it is not possible to extricate him anymore. V'zelu mazeh kamovan mida tov v'ruba. So a dibur emes of the tzaddik emes, the true dibur, shekdush and that tzaddik emes, is exactly the opposite. That's the face and the mind and the neshama of the tzaddik emes. Gisa shebechol sefer shel tzaddik yesh b'bchinas ponov, and the sefer of the tzaddik, his face is there. Ayen sham. Likutei Kuf Tzadik Beis. וזה בחינס מיקרו מגילה. This is the reading of the Megillah. שהוא בחינס האורס פני מרדכי ואסתר. This is where the face of Mordechai and Esther shine to you. When they shine to you, this is when the Gdula, the greatness, the innate greatness of your nefesh, sparkle. כי אם דברי אמס שלהם, this is כמו שכוסף דברי שולם ואמס. These are words of peace and truth. כי כשמקוראים את המגילה, when you read the Megillah, ומפרסמים תוקף הנס, and you advertise the greatness of the miracle, שנעשה דמרדכי ואסתר על ידי מעשיהם הנגוסים, that miracle that transpired through Mordechai and Esther, through their deeds and the way that they conducted themselves, שנהגו אז בחוכמה נפלאה, they conducted themselves with tremendous chokhmah, ובצדקוס נוירה, with awesome, unbelievable tzidkus, ובקדושה גדולה, with tremendous kedusha. You have to understand to the point that you know, Esther was taken to the house of Achashverosh. Okay? So at kedei kach, so they said, how come, you know, was she, you know, she was Mordechai's wife, so was she become forbidden on her husband because, you know, she was taken to the house of the king. So they said she was noeg with such tzidkus, with such kedusha, you know, with a klal isha kaka olam, that the woman is she's not doing anything. She's being forced into. You know, there's a klal that if a woman is coerced to this ma'aseh, she doesn't become also to her husband. You know, so all the time that Esther with Achashverosh, you know, isha kaka olam, she was what can she do? I mean, she doesn't do anything actively.
Honest.
So it's honest, and she's potter. That's why she was so absolutely broken down when she had to go to Achashverosh of her own volition. When Mordechai orders her to go to Achashverosh, and she says, I wasn't called to him. He didn't call me, which means in this now she's kiviyachol cutting off the last vestige of connection between her and Mordechai kiviyachol. That's what she says, Keili, lama azavtani, why have you forsaken me? What's the big deal? What are you going to tell now? What is it?
It's another level of redet l'klipot.
Yeah, but what do you mean, lama azavtani? Was it? I mean, if Chas v'chala she would go into Achashverosh, you know, doesn't give her the scepter there, then you can say Keili lama azavtani. Why does she say Keili before she goes into his chamber? Because now she is going from her own volition. Now it's no longer an oinus. And then she fasts 3 days before. She and her girls and everybody fast 3 days. What kedusha neirah, so even this, so the Zohar says, even when she was with him, she was not with him. There was a shader. There was a mazik that went in the shape of Esther, which means that she was so divorced from this Metzias, she had absolutely nothing to do with him. He says that the Nes came. They were knowing with such fantastic chokhmah, b'tzidkus noiro v'kedusha gedola, with tremendous kedusha, tremendous tzidkus, unbelievable. And with this you show and you eliminate the light of the holy faces that is hidden, that is stored in the holy Megillah. That's the holy book. This is why, you know, and through the Megillah we're zocher to have the illumination of the holy faces of Mordechai and Esther. Through their kedusha, this is the thing that brought about the miracle. Because the main thing that we're celebrating, bechol shana v'shana v'chol odom v'odom, every single year and every single person. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to bring down the klipa of Haman Amalek. Shu midas ageos, exactly what he's saying. That's the midah of Gaiva. Levat l'sita demoisa, to defeat the side of death, the aspect of death. B'chinat la'ashmid v'la'arog v'la'abed es kol ha'Yehudim. שנמשך משם. ולהמשיך מבחינת חיים נצחיים, and to bring about eternal life. שהוא מבחינת anova mitis, that's the true anova. שכל זה זויכין על ידי ראיית פני הצדיק. All this you merit through seeing the face of the tzaddik. When you learn Likutei Maram, you learn Likutei Halachos, when you speak to Talmidei Rabbeinu. שזה מבחינת מיקרא מגילה כנ"ל. This is the reading of the Megillah. וכן מבטלים תלמוד תורה בשביל זה. That's why you stop תלמוד תורה for that. Why? Because through ראיית פני הצדיק, you get חידושי תורה, you get new תורה.
נוצצות המוחין.
Yeah, that's right. כי כל התורה נמשך רק על ידי ראיית פני הצדיק. The entire Torah comes from seeing the face of the tzaddik. ועל כן בוודאי כדאי ללמד עם תורה בשביל זה. It's כדאי to make a little Torah for that. לראות פני הצדיק, to see the face of the tzaddik, שבחינת מיקרו מגילה. We'll stop here. Not Hashem, we will do a little Likutei tomorrow on.
No, that means though.